What's up, guys? Welcome to my weekly reflection, week 24 already. And as always, I'll be talking about my setups, my good ones, my really bad ones, my thought process. Today is a bank holiday, so I won't be risking anything. I'll just be talking, reflecting upon my previous week. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So on Monday, let me see what trades did I take. On Monday, I had a really bullish bias due to the fact that if I just delete the drawings, we had a really nice expansion Friday at the end of the week, which could start this market maker buy model on the really high time frame, right? This looks really clean. The overall drawn liquidity was bullish. We are in a super uptrending market. So I guess this was like the smart money reversal that started last week. The week before, of course, Friday. But that's what was why my bias on Monday was really bullish. But the problem here is that I was bullish too early, right? Not everything has already happened to be taking good long setups, right? So I was forcing longs right here, but actually I should have taken longs here, and this was only at the end of the day, so there was really no long setup on Monday. There was a short setup Monday because we had to retrace back to equilibrium. We had some nice liquidity right here, right? So actually I should have had a bearish bias, and this bearish bias was counter trend on the higher time frame, but it is what needs to happen on the lower time frame first. Okay, so if I take on the drawings right now, you see this was my low-hanging fruit. This is where I expected at least price to go, right? And so initially I took some losses right here on Monday. Let me take a look. So I saw a daily SMT. So daily SMT is between two sessions of a day. So this was between New York and London session. There was a daily SMT. So on ES or on YM, it didn't take out the high of London. So then I was bearish, right? But then we had the opposing daily SMT, which made me bearish, especially after a micro SMT also happened right here. So I was just too much in that bullish bias for the entire day of Monday that I just saw this daily SMT as, okay, now we are finally ready. We have taken out a lot of liquidity already here. And we are at equilibrium of this range. So I wanted to take longs, right? So we are also below the true session open, the true day open, not really. We didn't tap below that, but I was looking for longs here. Longed here. 3 losses, managed my risk here, which is good, but I should not have taken these trades. The better setup was to trust this displacement down, to see then, okay, we need to have a little retracement, of course. So we retrace back to OTE of this whole range. So if you see this high to this low, we retrace to OTE, fill the fair value gap, and then we go down. So that was actually what I needed to do on Monday, which I didn't see. I was too zoomed in on this lower time frame range, where I should actually zoom out 5 minutes, 50 minutes, and look at this range, right? Not this range. So yeah, that was my fault. I needed to understand that we need to retrace back to, you see, OTE of this range. It exactly tapped OTE discount. So yeah, that was what I needed to do. That was on Monday. I managed my risk. So after I saw those 3 losses, what did I do? I basically hopped into a short after I realized what I needed to do. In the fair value gap right here, my stop was here because I didn't expect price to fill this fair value gap, because I saw it as a breakaway gap, because we already filled these fair value gaps, whatever. So I don't expect this one to get filled also after displacement. So I just trusted this. A little high risk, I know, but yeah, it played out perfectly. I took profit at this low hanging fruit, just like the low that starts the entrance of the fair value gaps here. So yeah, you can see this as a sell model, and then the next day or at the end of the day, you can see this as the buy model. And so this sell model needed to happen because on the higher time frame we need to retrace, rebalance. Of course, always that's how the markets move before we can follow the trend again, and that's what happened during the rest of the week, right? So yeah, good bias for the overall week, but it was too early. So that was the Monday move, just a short towards equilibrium on the higher time frame. Then we are entering Tuesday. I still have that bullish bias, but I did not take any trade on Tuesday because I was just not focused enough and I didn't really see any setup only after the day was done. So if I looked at price action the whole day, the whole morning session, let's see, 9:30 is from here to like 11, 12. This was just chop. You see, this is just not really what you want to see. You really can't take any nice trade. You can't have any runners. Like there's no clear direction, no clear draw on liquidity until we hit the PM session, where actually we see where the draw on liquidity is. So we still have that bullish bias, right? I still have the bullish bias. So what do I want to see? Price going back to discount first, right? So this is the OTE level. I want price to go at least to discount. That happened after, like in the PM session. And after all this chop, we see that the clear draw on liquidity is not really the lows anymore. We are bullish. It's really these highs, these stacked up highs that were formed during the whole AM session. So after we see this, we see price retracing back to equilibrium of this whole range to OTE. We have all these highs being stacked up. Then we have this internal low that I think is taken by ES. Let me see. Otherwise I wouldn't have taken. Yeah, so there was an SMT right here with ES. ES already took out this low of the previous 90 minutes. And now we're starting to form a setup, right? We have draw on liquidity. We did what we want to do. We retrace back to discount. We sweep some lows. We have SMT right here. And then is where also on the 5-minute, the first fair value gap is formed. So if you take a look at this, don't know, Tuesday. Look at this. On the 5-minute, this is the first time that we form a fair value gap after everything is ready. And then this could be your entry. Did not take this, but this would have been the best trade on Tuesday, in my opinion, if I look back, right? Draw on liquidity, retrace back to equilibrium of this whole range. We sweep this low. Here we have 90-minute SMT. So between 2 quarters of a session. And then, yeah, let me see what we also got. Yeah, it was literally a sweep below the true session open as well. And yeah, that was the trade I should have taken. Sometimes you need to recognize the conditions. Here, there was really nothing. So good that I didn't take any trades. And yeah, I just didn't hop on after 12 p.m. EST in PM session. So I did not see this trade. And I don't think I would have seen it, to be honest, as well. But it just looks really, really clean. And yeah, I wanted to share it because you always want to see what trades you could have taken as well to just build up your conviction. So yeah, that was Tuesday. Let me take a look at Wednesday. Wednesday was my best trade of the week in terms of cleanness. It's not that I say best trade, most money. That's not best trade. The best trade is just the best setup, right? So I think that makes sense. So still bullish for the week, like on the higher time frame. Look how bullish we are, right? This whole buy model, I expected in the beginning of the week already played out, right? So we had this initial smart money reversal on that Friday previously, and then this just sparked this whole buy model on the higher time frame. So I'm still bullish right here on Wednesday. We're literally just almost at the draw on liquidity, which are these highs, right? Which got completed at the end of the week. So on Wednesday, let me take a look. On Wednesday was actually where I took a trade on ES, not on NQ. So if you take a look on Wednesday, this is where the market opened on Wednesday, 9:30, right here. So if you take a look at this, on the 5-minute, we are really, really overextended, right? So if you're really overextended, you don't want to be forcing longs if there's no really, really clean setup, right? But if you take a look at ES that time, we actually did this. We actually retraced back all the way and even swept this low. So we can use this information to say, oh, ES is ready. So we can basically say that this entire range NQ is in discount, even though it is in premium. Why? Because ES, another correlated pair which should move in correlation to each other, they should do the same thing, already did this. Like they already went, like swept the low in deep premium, I think together with the Dow YM as well. So then we can use this as discount as well, and we can, use it as SMT, whatever. And of course, it's better than to trade ES because on NQ we didn't have a really clean draw on liquidity. So if we take a look on ES, the setup there looks really clean in my opinion. So let's see, Wednesday. Okay, so here there's a whole different story, right? On NQ, we literally just stayed right here. But on ES, we had a 90-minute SMT, we had a daily SMT. And the most important, the most intriguing thing for me this day is that, yes, there was actually no daily SMT with ES because ES should take out this low then. This was the low of London session. Did not get taken out. So why do I say that this is also a daily SMT between two sessions? Well, because on micro ES, take a look at this. Micro ES, let me see. We actually swept the low. So this is really interesting. We can even have SMT between micro ES and just the normal ES, right? So MES and ES had SMT, so that we can also use as a cracking correlation. There's something that happens differently in one asset that should be correlated with the other, so we can use that as a sign of reversal, as a sign of SMT. So that is why I also indicated that there was a daily SMT there as well. So if you then again take a look Wednesday on ES, what was the setup? Basically, so we had this 90-minute SMT, we had this daily, right? So then I saw, okay, there was another SMT right here, and we can use this whole wick as a gap, right? So Fairhurley gaps are gaps, but wicks are also gaps. So you can see that, okay, we form another micro SMT right here, and then we are around the true session open, true day open. This is where you want to long below and short above, but we have the bullish bias, so we want to long below these lines, true session open and true day open. So I took a long right here. We had clear low resistance liquidity, not on NQ because NQ was already way higher. So this, in my opinion, was a really clean setup on ES. I've already put it in my playbooks right here. So this setup is basically just a daily micro ES SMT because micro ES took out the London low, and then also ES took out the previous 90-minute low, and NQ did not. NQ was just way too overextended, so there was also an SMT, two SMTs. Then we can use this gap. Okay, two cracks is all I need, right? If I see one and if I see two cracks, that's when I want to see a trade if the drawn liquidity looks clear. And if we retrace back to equilibrium, we did that. We are below the true session open. Okay, we had no, oh my voice crack. We had another micro SMT right here, and then yeah, I just entered right here, stop at this low because this was an SMT low as well, and then yeah, target the low risk liquidity, and we had the high time frame bullish draw. I could have held this trade way longer, but yeah, I mean, I think this was way over 2 hours, so I took that trade right there, and it was the best trade of the week. So yeah, that was on Wednesday. Let me take a look on Thursday now, and here is where sadly things get worse. So let's take a look on Thursday. So Thursday is the day before NFP. If you looked at the economic calendar, this is non-farm employment change, also known as NFP. This is basically the whole liquidity injection of the entire week, right? Usually these weeks you don't really want to trade NFP before, and the day before NFP, usually it has bad price action. And I didn't really realize this, and it hit me just in the face, and I kind of fucked up this day, and I lost all my profits I had on my Funded account, and now I am in negative. So let me take a look on the chart. If you look at Thursday, it's just a complete mess. So now we completed this higher time frame model, right? If you take a look, we are finished, Like the entire draw of the week actually got completed, and nothing really happened after that. As you can see, we just accumulated since the end of Wednesday, starting Thursday, until the end of the week. So that kind of hurt me. I didn't realize this. I didn't realize the draw was done. Usually I should just take things easy, lower risk, whatever, but I did not do that. And yeah, I was just forcing longs, shorts, while actually just predicting the market and not really observing. So that's my key lesson from this week. I should be waiting until everything looks ready and not only like taking these trades where like, oh, it looks good, we have an SMT, we are below the true. No, that's not really how I want to proceed going on. I should only take the best of the best setups, max 1-2 trades a day. And then, I mean, I would be like just removing a lot of stupid losses because I just want to be in a trade. I just want to make money. I just want to get a payout on my fund. I just want to flex a good trade, right? That's not the mindset you should have. And so actually the only setup that was valid in my opinion was when we had an SMT above the true session open, tapping this premium fair value gap and then displacement. Could have shorted right here, because usually those SMTs around the true session opens, around the true day open are really, really valid. But yeah, nothing really high probable this day. So why I was forcing longs in the beginning of the session is because I thought the drawn liquidity looked really clean right here, high, and basically I was forcing this as the smart money reversal. We had an SMT right here. I thought, okay, now we're ready. We go take out all these highs, but yeah, that was not what happened. I was forcing these setups way in premium, not really looking for cracks in correlation, just using this as a sweep. And then I thought, oh, now we're gonna short. So as I said, I was just predicting the market and not really observing, not really having great setup overall. So yeah, that mean like minus $600, and I was up $300 from the first days of the week. And then yeah, you can just remove that in like a matter of seconds if you over risk because you got angry because you also trade. That's what really happened on Thursday. So yeah, I'm ashamed of that, but I analyzed, I reflected, and the more times I do this, the less it's gonna happen, and at the end you want this to just completely not happen anymore. So yeah, then on Friday we had NFP, non-farm payrolls, and basically what happened at NFP at the news release, we manipulated the highs, manipulation at the highs, and then we displaced down. So what I was thinking is, okay, NFP set the order flow, now we are bearish. So I was looking for a market maker sell model like this the entire day, because I thought, okay, NFP displaced us down, stopped out the early shorters. Now we're really in a short market because also we have taken out the all-time highs again. We are at all-time highs. I expect now again, as in the beginning of the week, my setup to go back to equilibrium, to fill some gaps, whatever, before we move on or just switch the order flow. So this is what happened on Friday. I was just forcing shorts. But yeah, it was NFP, low probable day again. And that's not really what when you want to risk a lot on setup. So this was Friday. So if we zoom in, NFP basically created the daily SMT, a weekly SMT. So then I was really like, okay, I want to look for a sell model. The reason why I took this short is because we took out this data high. This is a data high. It means a high that's created from a news event. So this was the news event, and then we created this high, manipulated, went down. So this is called the data high, and it usually holds a lot of liquidity that can be used as a liquidity pool to then see a reversal, right? So basically ES already took out the data highs, and then NQ didn't, so that was an SMT, displaced down. And now I thought, okay, we're ready on the lower time frame. Look at this. We literally had a lot of lows right here. Low. I was expecting this sell model, like I said. Now we go down, but yeah, that didn't happen. To be honest, shorts from here were valid, but I just entered too late. I should have entered already right after we took out the high, because yeah, I mean, we should rebalance to equilibrium at least after taking out the major high. That's exactly what happened. That's usually what you see if you see like an important target get taken out. So, but yeah, I was just literally forcing this too late. Did not see that we actually took out some clean lows right here from this internal original consolidation. And then, yeah, we just go on from there. And then the only time that the setup was actually valid is right here in the PM session. So usually what you see is, now I saw these micro SMTs. I did not see them at the time. But usually what you see is 9:30 to 11. This is what I learned this week. Is usually when you want to take a trade. It's a high probable time zone of the day. It's a kill zone, New York kill zone, right? If you don't see anything after 11, 12, of course every day is different, but if you don't see anything from 9:30 to 11, you just stop trading from 11 to 12:30, right? It's not really anything high probable there, not the highest probable time zone of the day. But then you can look for trades back in the PM session, usually around 1 p.m., 1:30, when you can get some new trades in, and that's exactly what happened. So yeah, this trade was just not valid. I was entering way too late. Should have taken out everything right here after we took out the lows and we displaced again. Did not do that. I was still looking for shorts. So then we just kept going up, and now we took out the data highs also on NQ. We are in PM session. We now have a daily SMT. So this is basically a liquidity pool, right? A lot of liquidity above this data high that was created at the NFP news events. And then, so we are entering this liquidity pool. We have a daily SMT. And now I just need another cracking correlation that's confirming the higher time frame cracking correlation. And my initial ID for the whole day was to go short. And now I was just completely already lost, because I lost a trade right here and I missed this. Usually that's what happens, right? The market makers stop everyone out, and then you have the real move. Well, yeah, that's the story of last Friday. Basically after this daily SMT, we had an activation SMT. Basically here we had a micro SMT between YM and then QNES. So that basically activated this higher time frame SMT. Then we have a displacement. You just market enter right here, stop right here, doesn't really matter. And then, yeah, you should just target the lows, which was my plan of the entire day, but now it finally happens. So yeah, I did not take this trade, but this was, in my opinion, the best trade you could have taken on Friday. If you take a look, put it on my playbooks as well. Data highs taken out, daily SMT, micro SMT, displacement, really clean draw on liquidity of the lows. And then, yeah, you just take profit at a low that's basically inside discount, because it's already a nice full risk to reward. And then, yeah, that's basically it for Friday. I missed this setup, was really mad. And then I forced short right here because I really thought, okay, we would complete the sell model. But that did not happen, right? We're at power hour, NFP already happened, the major liquidity injections already happened. So everything from here is really low probable. And yeah, I just closed it in little profit at the end of the day. But yeah, it was a major loss in the beginning of the day. So a really bad week in terms of decisions. But of course I reflected, so we're just getting better every week. If you take a look on my trading journal, this was this week. So of course previous week was really bad. This week started really good. So a really nice trade on Monday, on Wednesday, and then from here we just went down the drain. It's also the first week I'm trading on my funded. So yeah, I was just really emotional with that. I don't know, even though I'm risking not really a lot, but yeah, I got spiraled in with the losses on Thursday, and now I'm in like a minus 600 loss on my fund, which is okay. I can recover from it. I also have another fund account ready to trade on. But yeah, it should just not happen, man. I just keep making stupid mistakes of just over trading when I should just accept the win for the day. Like for example, on Thursday, I didn't even talk about this, but I took a win on Thursday, and then it was a small win. I only won like $100, But then I was just like, I just need to take another trade. But it was a day before NFP, so I kept on trading and I overtraded. So yeah. But getting better every day, every single day, every week. So should not worry. Trust the process. It's just another week of an entire year. Just see the macro. We keep getting better and better. Most important things I learned this week is just recognizing the conditions. Just know for myself when I need to hop off. I can be trading if I'm in a bad mental. I can be trading if I already took a nice win for the day, and if I'm just realizing that I'm forcing setups just because I want to have a great setup. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. I should be an observer of the market and not a predictor. Keep getting better every single day. Tomorrow it's Tuesday. Let me take a look at the economic calendar. So I did not trade today. No news Monday. Not really nice to trade. So normally I would trade this, but I'm just not gonna do it because of this previous week, and I don't want to force anything on the no news Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It's not Monday. Also no news event, so not really nice to trade. But I will be looking at the charts, of course. Then Wednesday should be a really good day. It's CPI, so that's where best setup will most likely form. And then Thursday, of PPI and unemployment claims, so also a really nice day. So I expect the best setups or like the worst setups, you never know. We just learn every week to be formed right here. And then yeah, Friday should just be lower risk off because the most amount of volatility already happened here. But yeah, we'll see. We just keep getting better and better, and I'll see you guys. Let me see, next week we have news on Monday, so I'll be making a reflection of this week at Sunday. So see you guys then, and I hope you have an amazing trading week, and let's just keep documenting our journey. That's how we level up. Let's keep journaling. Let's keep focusing on building good habits, and eventually we'll get there. Time will tell, but I'm pretty confident that I will not give up. So if we don't give up, then we will not fail. See you guys next time. Peace out.